Hi, we're interviewing Damien Fair today. He's a keynote speaker at the OHBM 2017. So Damien, tell us something about how you grew up and where you grew up, and tell us about your early life.
Okay, so I'm originally from Miami, Florida, but I moved away from the warmth of Miami, Florida when I was 2 years old to the cold of Minnesota,
Wow, that's a change.
where I grew up and went to high school.
Uh-huh.
A town just south of the Twin Cities called Winona, Minnesota. I was interested in science, but probably not as much as I was in basketball when I grew up. So I was kind of I was kind of a jock. I played a lot of sports and eventually got a scholarship to play college basketball.
Wow.
And I played for 4 years, and it's kind of during that period of time that I decided that I wasn't going to be Kobe Bryant, and I needed to figure out what my niche was and find a real job.
Uh-huh.
I originally was interested in medicine. I had the grades, and so that's what people tell you to do. But I had followed a resident at the time, which was eye-opening. Told me that maybe you better take a back seat to figure out this is really what I want to do.
Sure. You did a physician clinical program, and then how did you get into research? Like, was there a particular motivator for a particular clinical population that you wanted to look at?
Yeah, so when I decided to not go to medical school, I found this position, these types of jobs where you can kind of be a physician, which is a physician assistant, but not go through the rigor of, it's more on-the-job training than it is, school or residency, things like that. So I ended up applying to, and of course if I liked it enough to do medicine, I could still just go back to school. It was only a 2-year program.
Absolutely.
So I applied to a bunch of places. I ended up getting into Yale University and decided to go there to do my physician associate program there. It was that time I became most interested in neuroscience and neurology. And so when I got done, I knew that I pretty much didn't want to be a physician assistant, but I didn't really have enough of the background to become a scientist yet. So, and I needed a job. So I went to the chair of neurology at the Yale New Haven Hospital and told him I would like a job where I can be a physician assistant and make money like a physician assistant, but I want to do research and I want to get ready to go on to grad school or do something else. Which is probably not I wouldn't recommend that being the first thing you do when you're looking for a job, but it ended up working out. He got me in contact with this stroke neurologist. His name was Larry Brass. He did cerebrovascular disease, and he had a job where I could do research and be a PA. So I did that for a couple of years and got some research experience. That's when I was first exposed to MRI. In fact, Todd Constable, who's here at the meeting, was one of the guys who first introduced me to that at Yale. And once I got a little taste of what you could do with non-invasive imaging, that was kind of I knew that was in my wheelhouse, and that's what I wanted to do. So that's when I decided to go back to graduate school. Tried to find a place where I could do cerebrovascular disease, but on the research side. Of course, I didn't end up doing that for a career, but that's not that rare.